fellas linger around. Shorty's getting all excited for the Yo. Not so worried about the issues, you won't see me popping pistols. Only grinding up the green, they got a lot of crystals. Sliding by officials, tinted windows. Even though inside this bitch is kicking like a hoe doing jujitsu. Joning on my folks are blowing rolls of coke, and you will never toke what I smoke and leave out with no results. Coke 45, nah, I chase it down with Samuel Adams. Now my Ultima is feeling like a brand new Phantom, and I'm jamming. They golden era, most folks couldn't hold a fella down. When I'm blaring unfamiliar sound, more cheer for the people, plus I treat them as my equal. When most of the time I'm like Reggie, they're all beneath you. Peaceful, sometimes it's taken as a weakness. Most gets learned in recess. Higher than the jet with C-Stead eject. Give nothing but respect. Loud niggas like we wet. Laughing like I see them in some loafers in the V-neck.
I'm Shay, better known as Lady Shay. I am the owner and creator of Lady Shay's big ass bartending.
Let's drink that.
I got some tea.
Yeah,
I'm gonna jump in this toast.
It's all good. We need to tell y'all, this is the Matth RuckuS podcast, episode 10.
Oh yeah, episode 10. We moving,
episode
right?
10.
Damn, we getting up there.
Yeah.
Damn, we getting old.
We appreciate you coming through. I gotta give a special, I definitely gotta give a special shout out to my wife, because she set up the interview, you know, and here we are. And I can vouch for, like, I don't know what it was called, but whatever that drink that is that you made for me and my wife, it was banging.
It was my Paradise Punch made with Jose Cuervo tequila and my own personal blend of tropical flavors, and it also has a secret ingredient in it, which is organic, by the way.
You won't be giving away today.
I will not give. I won't tell anybody, but it's organic. It's good for you. I'm a vegetarian, yeah, I'm a vegetarian, so
that's what's up.
It's good for you. Put in with the poison, make it a little better.
Now, was that hard to do, to go all vegetarian?
So actually, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I became a vegetarian by mistake. It was a sole mistake. I went to the doctors, and you know.
Go for it. Okay. We go hard at the Matth RuckuS podcast. We don't edit out shit.
We've lost Facebook friends from the Matth RuckuS podcast.
We don't edit out the motherfucking thing. Go ahead. This is our shit.
You know, I go to the doctors, and you know, us being African American, you know, they looking at me like, oh, you're morbidly obese. I'm just like, well, why would y'all put those two words together? When I think of morbid, I think of death. And I'm like, well, damn, I ain't that fucking big. You know, I'm just like, you know, I'm a little overweight, but damn, morbidly obese. I was 257 pounds. And but I was 257. I'm also 5'10" as well. Yeah. So I'm just like, I mean, I was definitely heavier. So I'm just like, okay, well shit, let me just eat better for 30 days and see what happens. I went completely green. I did absolutely nothing but just ate green. I ate green, y'all, for 30 days. I lost 19 pounds. And I saw it like in my stomach and my waist and stuff at first. I was just like, oh shit.
That's right.
I was like, look. Definitely drink today.
I would like to lose like 19 pounds.
Oh yeah, I got a little gut too, man. I gotta get this shit back down. Yeah,
so look, I can help y'all with that. I also am the creator of Shed Pounds with Shay. It's a diet plan that I put together where it actually gives you word for word from beginning to end, from the beginning of the day to the end of the day. And I actually think your wife purchased it from me.
And she did.
Yeah, I think she did. So you need to hop on that. Like, tell her like, wifey, come on, let's get on Shay thing. What you ain't telling me about it? Let's read up on it. Yeah. It's literally a word for word breakdown I'm not a nutritionist. I've never gone to school for anything. This is all off personal experience. I also have a disclaimer at the bottom that says that. But it has worked for several people. I have many testimonies. It's worked for several people.
Wow.
It's literally like, you know how some people like, oh, I don't know how to diet. I don't know what to eat. Well, here you go. If you can't get it right looking at a fucking piece of paper with everything that I tell you not to have and everything that I tell you to have, if you can't get it right off here, then you just don't want to lose weight.
Right.
You just don't want to lose weight. So I've helped several people with that. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a hustler. I like to help people, make people happy, and get money in the process.
Yeah, that's the
me.
best way to go about it. You know what I'm saying? Win-win situation, helping out others and actually helping your bodies.
Sound like a way better plan than just waiting on opportunity that somebody else will give you and letting them string you along. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You need $1.7 million in your retirement right now just to be stable if you retire.
Yeah.
I'm gonna assume that the average nigga doesn't have $1.7 million. And
I mean,
that's it's gonna be hard to do at a regular fucking job. You know what I'm saying?
make sure Mike can subscribe and share, and we be on our way there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, we really live in the times that we live in, especially the city that we live in, that we're from.
Yeah.
It's a really fucked up city. We live in a city full of crabs, full of people that
This is coming from a female
that just do not and just can't, or they can, but they choose not to.
Yeah.
It just seems like they cannot, like, give somebody a push on. There's so many people that are on, but how can other people get on if nobody else gives them a push to get on? There's so many people out here that have the capabilities of putting somebody else on, but everybody's so self-centered, all worried about self, that they don't want to put nobody else on because they like crabs in a damn barrel. They don't want to.
Why is this city more like that than other cities?
Jealousy.
I mean, because other cities with a lot of us there, you know what I'm saying? They, like, say if you was to go to like to Oakland, like back in the days, like in the early 2000s, the word was Oakland has a very good support system when it comes to independent music or whatever other kind of businesses, and that's with the black folks. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking like, damn, why can't we have that here on the, you know what I'm saying, in Baltimore City? Because we got a lot of talent here that never really reached the surface.
But here's the thing. It's not. I completely agree with y'all, wholeheartedly. But it's not everybody. It is the very large majority. It's way too many of y'all.
If it's 50%,
but it's not.
That's too many.
But still,
I honestly believe it's more than 50%.
I mean, I know it's.
I believe it's more than 90.
Yeah.
I'ma just
most
That's basically all.
I believe that it's more than 90.
Like
and
95%.
the shit actually like hurt me to my heart because my whole life I've never, all of my, wherever I lived at, it had Baltimore in front of it.
Yeah.
Either Baltimore City, Baltimore County, either way.
Yeah.
I lived in town for like 4 years. I grew up in Baltimore County. I ain't been around nothing else, not for an extended period of time. And it's like, this shit has not grown at all. And correct me if I'm wrong, Reg, because I remember when we was coming up, or when our rap groups or whatever was getting notoriety here, it was violent as fuck, and a couple rappers died.
Yeah.
But now this new generation, it's like it's more rappers getting killed than when we was coming up. It's like it's all fucked up. You supposed to like try to grow and progress. Jesus Christ, yo, especially if your parents and grandparents and shit like that. Like, I just see shit decline, yo. It's like it's no fucking growth.
No
yo.
learning from whatever past mistakes.
Yeah.
It's just like, I feel like, you know, if you've seen it happen in a certain kind of way, okay, let's do something different now. It didn't work when we did little so and so, and then he got killed or he got locked up. Let's go ahead and try to do it this way now. You know what I'm saying? Instead of glorifying everything that's kind of like a downer. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, they glorify a rapper that just happened to be some street, I guess, thug or whatever. He might be a drug dealer, but he happened to get in the game, and he the man.
And he might be whack as shit.
Yeah, he definitely is.
He might not have a drop of time.
I ain't saying that he can't, but that's always the story.
Yeah.
That's the story every time around, time and time again. You can't just get the guy that wants to be a rapper to be that guy. It's got to be somebody that might die. You know what
I think niggas want attention too much.
Most definitely, especially in Baltimore. And honestly, I feel like a lot of the reason why things are happening the way that they are is because of family mentality. And when I say family mentality, I mean, I know I just clearly made that up, but I mean that by saying people are not being taught by the people that they are raised by. Whoever's raising them, grandma, whatever. Like, honestly, a lot of these grandparents raising these kids, they don't got time for this shit. They don't have time for it.
Why grandma raising the kids though?
Exactly, because the parents ain't shit. And grandma ain't got time for this shit. They're like, look, I don't give a fuck. As long as you eating, as long as I know you got clean clothes on your back and your ass is back in this house, at night, you know, it's really out of these grandparents' control. You know how they say, worrisome will kill you.
Yeah.
These grandparents and stuff, they're old.
Yeah,
they really don't have they don't have time for it. They just like, look, you know, shit, grandma raised 2 generations of kids, and a lot of these are great grandparents that are really raising these kids now. And these kids are doing whatever the fuck they want to do. They doing whatever they want to do. They ripping around in these streets, and a lot of these, they're looking at the images from these celebrities, these rappers and stuff like that. And a lot of these rappers out here that's rapping about the stuff that they rapping about ain't even like that. They ain't even built like that. They rap about, you know, this false thing, you know, to try, and they big capping. You know, they really not really thugs. They ain't never slung a ounce of nothing or whatever.
Instagram thugs.
That shit don't. It's nothing to glorify anyway. Like, I remember on one of the documentaries, it was a dude. It was a dude from somewhere. It was from somewhere over the east, and he was just saying like, "Yo, we lost so much more in the streets than we gained." So it's like, as a people, us glorifying that shit, while everybody else in the world is doing completely different shit. Not to say that they don't have street shit, but it's not like us. You know what I mean? And we know that black communities was targeted to be fucked up anyway. But still, like, whatever we can do that's on us, like, we need to do that shit now. So now, I want to ask you, right? and don't kill me. Ladies, don't troll me, right? Don't get mad.
10-minute mark, you can stop.
Alright, cool. I understand that in way too many situations, like, black women gotta run the household because the man is gone. But I think the behavior of our children has a lot to do with, like, because women gotta work so much to provide for their household, the time that they should be nurturing. You see what I'm saying? In my opinion, I think the kids' behavior being fucked up comes from a lot less nurturing. And I feel like that nurturing, like, don't get me wrong, their father need to be around.
Yeah.
But like, prime example, when it comes to the kids, I'm not fucking with my wife at all. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not fucking with her as far as like the reaction and the reception and all of that. Like, that's mommy and she baby all of it. You know what I mean? So in that aspect, of course a man can love his kid, but it's never gonna be the same as a woman's love, because the kid living a woman for 9 months, like that, they got the cheat code. Right. If she breastfeed, that's even, you know, after they come out the womb, they got the cheat code. Like, we're not fucking with y'all in that category. So I just feel like, and I'm not trying to sound like a chauvinist, because I understand that you gotta do what you gotta do to take care of your family, but that's just my opinion. I really think that our kids' behavior, if you take the clock back, kids were a lot more respectful when the man went to provide for the family and when the women was at home. Not saying they should just be at home with the kids all the time, because that shit could drive you crazy. But I think that I just wish that it was a way where it could be less. I think the kids are not as, I don't want to say attached, but I don't think it's enough nurturing.
Well, yes, especially in homes today, because I guess, you know, single mothers really do have to do a lot to provide for their kids. And I'm a single mother. I'm a single mother of 3, you know, to be exact. And it is definitely difficult, but I basically have times where I have to, you know, I set for work, and then I set where I have to be. I'm literally always home with my kids. You know, I'm always home with my kids, except for the times when I have to work. You know, I do Amazon full time. I'm a delivery driver. Told you I'm a hustler. I'm like the Jane of all trades. Like I do everything.
The Jane of all.
Yeah, I ain't a Jane. I'm a woman, so I'm a Jane of all trades. You know, I do the Amazon delivery driving. I do the bartending. You know, I'm a hustler all around. And my kids see that. They see that, and when my kids like mention to me, like, oh, you know, mommy, I like what you do, my son, and you know, like my kids, you know, they believe in the tooth fairy. My middle child, she's 8. She just turned 8, and she lost 3 teeth in 1 week. I don't know how that even happened. She pulled all 3 of them out, and I put $3 under her pillow, and she brought it to me, and I said, well, why are you giving me this? She said, you know, because you work so hard and you have bills to pay. And I just want to.
That's what you call some good raising right there.
Yeah, and I'm just like, I said, but Zoe, you know, you keep that. You know, you may want to snack. When I ask you, do you have
McDonald's money? Shouts out to the Tooth Fairy.
Right.
Yeah.
Shout out to all the kids that got good parents that appreciate.
Right.
Hey, I know a whole lot of kids don't believe in Santa Claus and the Tooth Fairy at 5 years old.
Yeah, and you know
because their families aren't really. You know,
no, because their families are fucked up. No, that's why they don't believe in stuff. You know, now I can see if it's like a you know, a religious thing. You know, now that's one thing. But if you grew up, you know, with the Tooth Fairy and Santa Claus and stuff like that, I feel like don't take that away from these kids, because there's a lot of fucked up parents out here, like especially women. These black women out here, I work hard and I'm this and I'm that, and ain't no Santa Claus gonna get no credit for. Bitch, let the damn child believe in something. You sitting there, you taking it away from the child because you work hard. That's, you know, yeah.
Now let me ask you this. This is just my 2 cents. Santa's gotta be black. He's gotta be black. He's gotta be black. Only because like so much shit has been whitewashed. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, of course. Santa Claus is like everybody. Everything else was black, and they didn't took it from us and flipped it.
They
flipped it and bleached it.
Yeah, right.
they flipped and bleached Jesus, yo. You know what I mean?
Hey, they try to do what? Nefertiti now?
Hey, man, they trying to do whatever they can do because
statues and what she would look like from her mummy's bones.
All the Egyptians is black.
Yo,
they black.
And if you really read, we ain't gotta get into it real heavy right now, but if you really read spiritual doctrine, right, you know that we living in them times. Like it's not gonna last much longer. It's not going to last much longer. That's why they going so hard. That's why they doing all this crazy wham-bookie shit, because they really are afraid. And ain't no nigga bigger than God. You can't stop it. You can't stop it.
Not at all, man. Yeah. Let these kids be kids, man. I believe in Santa Claus. I believed in Santa Claus till I was 12 years old.
I was 10.
It was something like that. You know what I mean? But
my friends was teasing me about nothing.
Yeah, man. I went through it too. But you know, we gotta just stop the fucked up family shit. And nobody's perfect, but goddamn, yo, like when you have kids and shit like that, yo, it should change your life in a positive way.
Oh, so that's where we got that grandmother talk from.
Well, my mother was definitely the provider. She took care of me financially, made sure I was clothed. She didn't have that nurturing in her. I don't know why, but she just, and my grandmother saw that she didn't have that nurturing. And so my mother just opened up in 2016. And that was after I had a suicide attempt.
You want to talk about that?
I'm fine with it.
You had a suicide attempt.
I had a suicide attempt, and I actually died, and I was resuscitated twice by paramedics. I was on a vent for a very short time. But they took me off, and it was because I was struggling. You know, being a single mother, I felt overwhelmed. I felt completely overwhelmed. I didn't know how things were going to get paid. I was in danger of losing my home, you know, due to a water bill. Baltimore City, you know, they had in Baltimore City they had where if you did not pay your water bill, they can take your house, straight snatch it.
So this was like after you had children?
Yep, I had 3 children. This was July 2016.
Wow.
Yep, July 2016. I had my last child July 2014. So this is actually probably like 4 days before my baby girl's 2nd birthday. And my girls found me on the floor, on my bathroom floor.
So mainly because of stuff that you couldn't really provide.
Yeah, and I really felt like, even though I've always been a hustler, I've always been an entrepreneur, and I've always tried to bust my ass the best that I could to be a mother, I just felt like I was failing. I felt like it wasn't good enough. I felt like I wasn't doing enough, and I felt like my children would be better without me.
So before suicide, wasn't there other things that you try to do before then? Like as far as, I mean, were there any other destructive behaviors that you?
No, I suffer from depression. You know, like especially after I lost my grandmother in 2007. Like my grandmother was my rock. She was my backbone. She was like everything to me. She was my peace of mind.
You said your mom was what? She just didn't really wasn't.
Yeah,
really
my mother was never a nurturing person. But you know, I give a shout out to my mother for, you know, providing for me, you know, putting clothes on my back, making sure, you know,
She just
I
was
was
mother.
she was never nurturing.
Loving mom.
She was never nurturing at all. I don't, you know, some people just don't have it.
Yeah.
You know, you cannot create something like that in a person. No matter, you know, like you have men out here that, you know, they just don't know how to be a father. Some people just know how to provide, and that's it. Everybody does not have that nurturing mother instinct or that father, you know, instinct how to even be there. Like one of my baby fathers, he doesn't have it, but he provides. He provides, and that's literally all he does. And I won't take that away from him. He like, look, I can't do it all. Like, this is what I know how to do.
You said one of my baby fathers. How many kids mom you have?
I have 2.
2 of them.
2. So the one I'm talking about, I have 2 kids with him, and we try to work things out. No, we were together for a while. We tried. Things just didn't work. You know, people just grow apart.
Yeah.
You know, and things didn't work. So then I moved on, and I went backwards. Like, people tend to do that. Like male and female tend to do that. You know, they tend to go backwards.
Go into something else that was like worse than what you started off with. You know,
I ain't gonna really say really worse, but in a lot of cases it is like that.
Yeah.
But you know,
it's life though. You know what I mean? Like everything you take, whatever the fuck you do, you're a gambler.
Most definitely.
Yeah, nothing is done.
Unless you just like sit in a corner and listen to the birds chirp or something. You know what I'm saying? You're taking a chance. Everything you do, you're taking a chance. So you know, it. As a people, we gotta do better. We gotta do better. Like as a people. But what I want to ask you is, like, how did you bounce back from that?
Yeah, that was a surprise, man. You say you died, right?
I died.
You know, niggas say a lot of tough shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But did that shit scare the shit out of you?
So I actually wasn't, because God came to me. God came to me in that time. I don't know where I was, but I literally was. I was walking. It was a bright place. I was walking. I don't know where I was.
Yeah,
I was walking in a bright place, and I kept hearing somebody call my name. It was clear. It was
really
very.
Like you seen in the movies and stuff, for real.
Yeah, but this was some real shit. Like I
understand, because I'll be trying to figure like how they figure that out. Maybe they talked to someone that probably actually died and got their story.
Yeah, probably.
We hear you saying that.
Yeah, it was really some surreal shit. And you know, I kept hearing my name being called, and I didn't answer because I'm like, I just did some fucked up shit. Like whoever it is, just leave me the fuck alone. Pretty much.
Mind explaining what you did to try to?
I actually I took a whole bunch of sleeping pills and drank an entire bottle of Moscato. I took over 100 sleeping pills.
Don't do that at home.
Yeah, do not do that.
Yeah,
you know,
don't do that.
No matter how you feel, there are people out here to help you. There are people out here. Mental health is very, very, very important. Do not be afraid if you feel in a way. Don't talk to your friends and family, you know, just go and seek help because your friends and family are not professionals. You know, it's...
No one was in your corner? When you were actually talking
I don't
to
even...
them? Was it just
I mean,
right
so when you get to talking to people, people tend to judge. And it's just like, you know, you telling people, they like, you know, if you, some depending on who you talk to, you know, some people be like, you know, you tell them, oh, you know, I feel like I just want to kill myself. And they're like, don't do that dumb ass shit. We come from that culture. You know, instead of asking, and yeah, instead of asking somebody.
People to be like, fuck it, go ahead and do it.
My mother actually,
instead of actually trying to, you know what I'm saying? Instead of actually trying to talk to you and help.
I want to play you mad and
help
say go ahead and do that shit. Go ahead and kill yourself. I don't care.
Yeah, my mother actually did that to me in the past. When I told her, I called her and I was just like, Ma, I'm really sad. Like I feel like I just want to die. I just feel like I want to kill myself. And she actually, I called her. She said, "You always want some fucking attention, girl. Bye," and hung up on me. And I really was crying out for help because I felt that way. And this was like probably shortly after my grandmother passed away. And you know, I live in my grandmother's house. So it's just like, you know, that memory, you know, was there. And, you know, you're sitting in the house by yourself. You think about some shit. You know, you used to sit there looking around like, damn, I remember when my grandmother used to sit here. I remember when we used to sit on this couch right here and watch Bruce Lee on Saturdays and watch wrestling. And Jake the Snake used to come out with the pillowcase with the snake. And my grandmother flipped that shit real quick. She don't fuck with snakes. You know, and it's just, I'm just sitting there, you know, just, you know, you reminisce. And it's just like, those happy moments can turn to very sad moments very quickly, you know. So it's just like, you know,
just being there, I guess.
Yeah, just, you know, and it's if you're not strong mentally, you know, sometimes that can become overwhelming and you don't know how to handle it for real. But to go back to that moment back in 2016 where I had the suicide attempt and I died twice. I was walking, I heard somebody calling my name. I kept walking. I'm just like, you know, leave me alone. And when a hand grabbed my shoulder, my right shoulder, a hand grabbed my right shoulder and completely immobilized my body where I couldn't move. The voice said to me, my child, this was never your life to take. The blessings that I gave to you need you. Promise me to never do this again.
Hey, that's a quotable.
Let's write that.
That's a quotable.
Let's write that.
Yeah, I want to put that in something.
Let's write.
Wow. And then I woke up. I was in the hospital, and I woke up, and my little sister and my two best friends was sitting on the side of me, like looking at me like crazy. And then they said I was trying to like pull the catheter and stuff out. I don't know. I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know. I'm like, damn, I'm still here. You know.
So you knew. You didn't wake up like not knowing. You know what I'm saying? You definitely knew.
Yeah. When I saw them, I was just like, wow. You know, this is not. Those were not my intentions. Those were not my intentions. Yeah, I really was. I'm just like, well, damn. So after that, I feel like God He really wants me to do more, and I'm hard-headed. I'm very hard-headed. He wants me to do more. So after that, I started doing a lot of meditating. A lot of talking to the Most High, and just sitting there and just reflecting on my life, and that's how I really bounced back from it. I bounced back from a lot of stuff. I'm also a stroke survivor.
Let's try that.
Yeah.
Yes.
We're going to go take this break, you know what I'm saying, after this cheers we got here. Hey. Man, learn from that, man. Learn from all this stuff we're talking about. This is some crazy stuff. I wasn't expecting to talk about it, but hey, it's what it is. But we'll be right back.
Better act right.
like body cameras on the clamming. But seeing an African is a person to take advantage of. Never a fan of love, breezes smell like pig shit. Or the funky horseman, or that lingers in your wig, bitch. I should have been rich, but selfishness and jealousy and strikes towards my pigment can get in the way. Especially if you ain't coming with nothing wicked to say. Filled with guns, drugs, murder, butter, flip it like a burger. A different type of purging, friends and family included. Politics, religion, whatever is deep rooted. Took my life and booted to the side, I disputed. Lost a couple of my A1s, no beef because it take funds. Bust and laugh at folks I make run like yo, you foul. Inside I smile, but it shows up as a scowl. Think I'm finding you out now, but yo, I've been new about it, never complicated when it's plain and simple. Unapologetically, these motherfuckers won't let it be. You say you get it, well, let me see. You're interfering with a legacy. That's why I said unapologetically. That's for you, kid. Say your little shit right there. And then they come with the I'm not sorry.
They still killing unarmed brothers, mothers, and a whole bunch of others. Undercovers, destroy neighborhoods, they hover with lethal weapons. And I ain't talking Danny Glover, cold-blooded. Even with the body cam, see they bitch niggas trying to prove they the man. Then get you hype, and then they throw you in the can. You understand? See, that's the motherfucking plan. It's a war going on outside that we ain't safe from. You get killed by them or your day one. Programmed by them to hate your day one. When they have success and yours haven't come. And see, they don't wanna fight, just shoot aimlessly. No regard for life, and that's pain to see. Any day could be your last, could be you or me. Feel like a trap, but this the whole
unapologetically. These motherfuckers won't let it be. You say you get it, well, let me see. You're interfering with a legacy. That's why I said unapologetically. That's for you, kid. Say your little shit right there. And then they come with the I'm not sorry.
Like the lyrical trinity, this the energy of divinity. For evil is the remedy, Nephilim can't censor me. Rest in peace, the kid, I pray you in a blessed heaven. Perfected sessions, make your music like a resurrection. Equality in America, we are never getting. Ghettos always the neglected and disrespected sections. We hunt money for our businesses to run, dummy. We are gods, not the humans, evolved from monkeys. Over time for the knowledge, I have become hungry. Electricity is in me and jewels come from me. God is bigger than just one book in some countries. Not a Muslim, but begun studying 120. I'm hearing truth from the percenters in the 5 nations. Righteousness is the vibration. Say goodbye, Satan. The light will humble all your darkness when you going home. Bitch, you don't control the throne. Soon you will be on the throne.
Unapologetically, these motherfuckers won't let it be. You say you get it, well, let me see. You're interfering with a legacy. That's why I said unapologetically. That's for you, kid. Say your little shit right there. And then they come with the I'm not sorry.
So since it's not about if you good or you bad, we know that because he don't got don't mean he was bad. Or don't mean he's a criminal, or don't mean he's crazy, or a drug addict, or none of that. It just means he don't got.
Did they find out, like, what was that? Was that just due to, like, stress?
The stroke.
Yeah.
It was caused by birth control pills. The birth control pills that I was taking caused a blood clot, caused a blood clot, and I actually used to drive mobility. And I was driving mobility when it happened, and it literally, when I tell you, it felt like an elephant was stepping on my chest. I don't know what it feels like for an elephant to step on your chest, but whatever it was heaviness. It was like heaviness on my chest. I instantly got a headache. You know the tingly feeling you get when your foot falls asleep. Like my foot started falling asleep. My hand was tingly all the way up. My leg was tingly all the way up. And I thought that it was because of the heat. It was like 93 degrees that day. It was hot as shit. It was hot. And I'm just like, damn, the air wasn't properly working in the front of the work vehicle I was in, but it was working in the back. So I'm just like, well, maybe it's because I'm hot. I drove back to the base after I dropped my last person off. I drove back to switch out and couldn't even move to even open the door. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? And I didn't, all I had was, I had the pain in my chest.
Yeah, but
I'm feeling like this the doctor, the black Dr. Phil.
Right, I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah. I think this is more important though. Like this is, to me, this is the type of shit that people need to hear, because there's
Right.
somebody out there that really feel like that.
Oh yeah.
of course.
And it's like, you know, from what I'm saying, like you came a long way from that.
Yeah, I did. I came a very long way. So it's just like, I definitely locked the door. So that somebody trying to come in, I locked the door.
Okay.
How did it feel to like for God to actually show you that, like, even if you don't fuck with yourself, He fuck with you?
Yeah, like I felt like this. That was some really. It was scary. It was some scary shit, and I felt dumb. I felt very dumb, and I'm just like, damn. And then, in my mind, I'm just like, He really came to me out of all these people in the world. Like, He stopped to come to me at that moment and at that time, and I was just like, I am important. I'm important. Even if I didn't feel like I was important and I didn't feel like I was needed here on this earth, at that moment, that right there showed me that you are important, and what I put you here for is not, your work ain't done. So you still need to be here.
That's what's up.
You know,
look at
so-
those kids and say that too sometimes. Sometimes I'll be saying to myself, man, my son need me.
But I was being very selfish. I didn't think that at all. I literally felt like my children would be better without me. You know, because I felt like, I swear I felt like no matter how hard I was working, because I'm a hard working woman, no matter how hard I was working, shit just was not coming together.
Right.
And I was just like, well, god damn, I'm like, well shit, well maybe if I'm gone, maybe my kids will live a better life. And the thing is, my kids would never live in a bad life. I just felt like I felt less than a woman because I couldn't pay certain shit that needed to be paid. I couldn't pay shit in full. I was putting money on this, putting money here, just splitting it up. And I just felt like, damn, this is really fucked up. Like, I can't even pay something in full. Like, well shit, maybe my kids will have it better if I'm not here. But they didn't know I was struggling. You know, I feel like kids shouldn't know that a parent is struggling at all. You know, so.
Yeah, they don't know what to do. This is gonna make them cry. And
Yeah, make them upset
Yeah.
and fuck them up mentally when they grown up.
Right.
So.
Yeah. I mean, I'm quite sure people feel like, yeah, the insurance money will take care of them, but I guess they might need. I feel like they need their parents.
Most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? That's more so than anything.
It goes
My
back
father,
to that nurture.
my son don't care. He be wondering where his father at when I'm not around. I'm not around like to be telling them, you know, giving them all words of advice all the time, but just the fact that I'm there,
Right.
kind of comforts them. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely.
So, yeah, I mean, even when I'm just like out of town, you know, my son, you know, never asks me, but he asks me when I leave up.
Yeah.
You know, something gone.
He see you ain't been around like
Right.
that. Like,
Yeah.
it's been 24
Oh,
hours.
yeah,
Where that yet?
yeah, you know what I'm saying? You never say, you ain't say nothing to me in 24 hours. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But yeah, they
Like,
know.
hold up, I ain't seen your face. Where you at?
They know.
Being
know.
around is definitely more important. At the same time, I think a lot of our people are fucked up and just fuck us up like generation after generation after generation because we
Most
don't
definitely.
understand the importance of having life insurance, because nobody's giving death to Wayne Bookie. You can't avoid that. That shit gonna come get you, everybody. So you want your family, they're already gonna feel whatever they wanna feel emotionally. Me personally, I'm just saying, when it happens, I want my death to be a blessing to somebody else. You know what I mean? To carry on whatever they want to do. You know what I mean? I think as a people, like, we fuck up because everybody just look at parenthood like, until my kid turn 18 and then that's it.
No.
That's
Like-
a generational curse.
Yeah,
Honestly.
yeah, they
Like,
still want
generation to generation. Like, this is how black families looked at things. And it's just like, they literally just pass it on that way. So it's just like, it's never going to change with each generation if nobody changes it up.
My son gonna be 18 next year. He'll probably be still supporting. You know, that ain't gonna change. I feel like, you know, I might not be on the books as far as child support and stuff like that.
Right, of course.
But I'm still be here buying the stuff. Whatever you need, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you're going to college, I'm still gonna be here regardless. I'm just not.
That's what's most important.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
You gonna be here regardless.
Yeah.
You know know what I mean?
So I mean, a lot of people just look at it as, yeah, you got to help this little
You 18,
motherfucker.
get
You know
out.
what I'm saying? Get the hell about it. Hey, I heard that my whole life. When you 18, you get the fuck out.
That's a part of that generational curse. That's how.
Yeah.
That's how.
They feel like once you become an adult, you can do everything for yourself. You're just learning how to fly. Actually. You know, you just getting it. You still need some sort of support that you might know. Then, when you were 18, you didn't know everything. So basically,
We thought we did. Though.
yeah, we thought we did. Yeah.
I was looking at the calendar like, fuck.
16 and what was that? 15 and 9 months when you started driving.
Get a permit.
Right.
Yeah, just wait for that.
But I had my pops was around. You know what I'm saying? And he was always like super supportive of the right thing. And it was like when you do some stupid shit, like I'm not fucking with you because you know better. We raised you better than that. Like you know better. And I gotta respect it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But he was around. He was definitely around. And then like even when him and my mom split up, like I distanced myself from him. You see what I'm saying?
That's after you grew up.
Yeah, this was.
Pocket to just go and buy a house.
But a hustler can get it. I see what you're saying. Me personally, I don't want no credit card. I want to have them for emergency purposes.
Yeah, that's why
That's it.
I literally use mine for gas and groceries. Because I don't get food stamps. I was having shit to get them the pandemic ones. I was like, yes! Instead I make too much money. I was happy and shit. I was like, what is this? DEBT?
I think black people
Got
deserve
me.
a lot more. So you know, whatever. Like I don't know if y'all saw it. The Dr. Umar shit. Like he was saying, like, come on now, niggas should leave. He was like, yo,
he said that.
for everything that's been done on people over the past 400
it's
years, like
you know, we be short in so
you
many
deserve
ways,
it.
man.
But niggas, they ain't even doing it for they doing it for no reason. It's just like they just like, oh shit, I'm about to just bust in this place and steal this shit just because this is
I'm
fucking
quite sure
shit
if they
going
were.
on.
I'm quite sure if they were well off, they probably not. You know,
I can't agree with that. I think that a lot of, unfortunately, way too many of our people get a kick out of just being niggas. And the worst part is when you're a grandfather, a grandmother, you see what I'm saying? You in your 50s
ones
and
that feel like they
60s,
got
and you
something to
still get a rush out of just acting like a fucking imbecile.
Like an asshole.
And it's a goddamn shame.
like you drug dealer that want to stay a drug dealer, but he has ways to get out and start his own businesses or whatever. You want to stay that street nigga though.
Yo, this is why I'm saying we need separation, not only from racist white America. We need separation from the dumb motherfuckers. The people that got their mind right, yo, that want, you know, better lives and better futures for our families, for ourselves, like all across the board, like all of the dumb niggas, leave them here. It's on them. If you read scripture, all you gotta do is drop the jewel. Once you drop the jewel, like, you can't save a nigga. If they don't want that for themselves, yo, we don't deserve that shit.
Who's that?
We don't deserve that shit. Smart people shouldn't have to live around dumb motherfuckers.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
I agree. I mean, I got some around here that I grew up with that was just always the ones that brought everything down. Everything would be, like you said, chirping, the birds chirping, green grass, until these niggas come outside.
Right.
You know it's fights, cussing in the streets around, seeing
Right.
citizens,
For no
children
reason.
in the street.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, y'all don't see Miss What's name right here? You know what I'm saying? God damn.
Times have just changed altogether. I remember when growing up as a kid, of course, all kids curse when no adults were around. Everybody.
Let's
cursed.
drink to that.
My mother used to
I'll never tell my kids
you know
I'm
what I'm saying?
Yeah, look.
You know, but I wasn't
It's the
intentionally
truth. It's the truth.
using the dropping that
Every-
F-bomb.
That shit made you feel. That shit made you feel special.
Yeah, like everybody did it. But now it's, you know, you get on the bus or you walking down the street, these kids will say anything out their mouths, don't matter who you are. Like when I tell you, of course I cursed as a kid. I cursed as a kid, you know, around other children, my other friends and stuff like that. But we would never, and I mean never, curse around any adult. We don't give a fuck if we knew you or not. You're a grown up.
Let's drink it.
That's just
Let's drink
respect.
it. Let's
Just
drink
the
the children
respect.
having some fucking respect.
Just having respect.
That goes out to all the motherfuckers online on their phone talking all loud and shit. Having everybody in the line at the grocery
Yes.
store hear your conversation with all that profanity and fuck that nigga and all that shit. Why, we don't need to know all that shit.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
most
saying? I
definitely.
feel like, come on, man. You could just do that on your own time. You know what I'm saying? We got other people around.
Where's the
You know what I'm
respect?
saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Just go ahead and hold that to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Just learn how to just basically know where you are and conduct yourselves accordingly. But people just don't really, I don't know, man. I never grew up like that. I always basically watch what I did around others. You know what I'm saying? It's a time and place for everything, and that definitely was one of those things I never, agreed with.
Yeah, it's not cute. It's not cute at all.
Even as a teenager, I just like,
I feel like
to
that
this
shit
day.
died with shortly after my generation. You know what I mean? And it's like now it went into some fuck it don't matter. You know what I mean? Like people don't give a fuck.
Yeah, like
They
it's
don't.
like she said, there's a lot of these kids now that basically not really around adults that give a shit. So they just all just want to not give a fuck attitude. They all just don't care about anything. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? You doing too much. And they think I'm doing what we need to do. You know what I'm saying? To get things done. But yeah, just people, this mentality is the shit.
So so here's what I'm saying, because it's a matter of life and death. The good motherfuckers gotta get away from the bad motherfuckers, yo. God's gonna do it anyway. He's gonna do it anyway. Once you drop the jewel, once you try to teach a dumb motherfucker how to be smart, it's not your fault if they don't want to learn. You got kids that you're responsible for. You see what I'm saying? You're not responsible for other niggas that are grown men.
Hopefully it won't be too late, because the way things are moving, white man is definitely trying to have us kill each other off. And it's working. It's working. Nobody sees that. They already gentrifying with this gentrification and in our neighborhoods. And a lot of our people think in their minds like, oh, I'm moving out in the county, I'm moving out here, I'm moving out there, and I'm living better and blah 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 blah. Shit is going on out there too that they just don't bring to the media. And what they don't realize is it's all a part of the gentrification. And they are being taken away from the inner city. They're building it back up because they want the white people to be back in the inner city. And they want all the niggas
in the harbor, downtown,
and
life,
they,
stuff like that.
But it's just like this has been going on for years. Like before I was even born. Probably before y'all was born, because I know y'all ain't that damn old. But back in the 60s, I heard that they were doing that. They would have like realtors come and knock on your door and try to like buy you out of your house, and
Oh, well, you gonna get out of that one way. Look, and this come from Dr. Umar, Bill Cosby, all of that shit. From what I believe, it was like there was never any physical evidence that supported all of that shit that they said about him. I'm not saying he did it or didn't do it. I don't know. But as far as evidence, which according to the laws would supposedly what they need to convict you, there was never any physical evidence that he actually did any of that shit. But it was all over in the state in Massachusetts. Did you see that from Dr. Umar? Yeah. Supposedly it was a state in Massachusetts. They wanted to drill oil on it, and they tried to get him out of there. He was like, "No, I'm not leaving." And then that's when
all these allegations.
87 women, from 62 years ago said that he raped. You see what I'm saying? So they're gonna do. You can't. They're a fucking monster. You see what I'm saying? Literally, like they're a machine. You know what I mean? And ain't no one man gonna beat them. Like you need a God. You see what I'm saying? You need God, a savior, whatever you want to call him, because like their shit is too structured. You see what I'm saying? And then if you study what's going on. If you study what's going on, they trying to make that new world order shit with the one government. That's why they making this pandemic a global type of thing, so everybody can make the same decisions and you don't even know that they might give you extra food stamps, extra unemployment or whatever. But what niggas really need to look for is what all the new laws that are gonna come after this shit. Cause I'm telling you, it's either gonna be the revolution or it's gonna be physical slavery out this bitch again. But they so arrogant, they're gonna try to walk you back toward the way as though you don't even realize that you're a slave. They already did it with the prison reform. Not the prison reform, that's what we're working on, but the prison shit, like how they structured. All they did was they ended slavery, and then it was just like, we're just gonna lock a black person up for everything we possibly can.
Every minor thing. Yeah. Give him 20 years for a bag of weed.
Yo, you seen this shit that I posted? Niggas doing life.
For the hedge cutters,
Jesus
hedge
Christ, yo!
Like that,
I pray that man get out of jail.
He's still in jail after 20 years for stealing hedge cutters, right? That's what you put out.
Right, because in Louisiana,
it
don't even matter the nature of the crime. If you keep getting convicted of anything, them niggas could just give you the total wine boogie. Fuck it, you keep getting arrested, you just gonna do life. Period.
Black people need to leave Louisiana, huh?
Yo, in my opinion, whenever we and all this protesting, it cannot stop. It cannot stop. It cannot stop. They gotta go all the way to the finish line, and we need our own independent everything, because it's never gonna be fair. And if they give us money, that's just gonna create more racism. They're gonna be even more mad because you was talking about the hustle. Nobody's gonna out hustle us ever. Forget about it.
Literally.
Right. That's how you know we are the chosen people. The chosen people.
Man, that shit pisses me off though, think about that shit. You sent me that shit, man. I was like, I don't even know what that, man.
Yo, they need the help the most. You see what I'm saying? In my opinion. The Deep South.
They still halfway slavery down there.
Yeah. You see what I'm saying? We deeper up here. You feel what I'm saying? We deeper.
KKK is just real lit down there too. I mean, they're everywhere, but down there they just like
more open with that shit. They be in your backyard, like back in the old days and shit.
Telling
Not out here.
Yeah.
Certain places you go to, like I'm an Amazon delivery driver. When I go to certain places, like they have me, like in Annapolis. You know, I be delivering to people with them Confederate flags just flying in their front yard, flying. Like they don't give a fuck, and I don't even feel comfortable going on people's property.
Men with lantern and shit.
Yeah, with the black face. I got several pictures. Like I actually delivered in Catonsville to a home off a roll.
Yeah, well, they get down over there to a little.
Man, when I tell you, they had the black face statue with the lantern out front, but they had on their delivery instruction that they wanted the package delivered to the back of the house.
Really?
You know, so I'm like, okay, whatever. Nobody's gonna steal your shit out here.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna follow these delivery instructions. Go around the back. On the back of their garage, they got a fucking Confederate flag flying. Like, why the fuck? Like, I don't even want to come back to this motherfucker. Like, you know.
They want you to see.
Yeah.
Come back
like,
here and see what we represent.
Yeah, but like, why? So I feel like that right there, it scared me just off the simple fact that I feel like they're trying to hide how they really feel. Because if you're just riding down the road, you wouldn't see it unless you go to the back of their house. And it's just like, there's a lot of people, a lot of white people out here hiding that, you know, that they're really fucking racist. Yeah. And that shit is the most scary. I honestly rather a white motherfucker to say, I don't fucking like you and I represent this, other than one to actually hide it. Because that's some scary shit right there. At least I know to look out for it.
I keep that in mind. Do a quick cut for
So I understand what you're saying. They're gonna, all of their shit is cowardly. Prime example. They go hard on black women, right? When they're not with a black man. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
If it's 10 of them and one of you, yeah, they gonna go hard. Especially if they drunk.
Yeah.
But if the odds is matched, they don't want no smoke. They don't want no smoke.
Right.
They don't bring that bullshit to black neighborhoods.
Right.
They ain't gonna walk through that.
They're not in the urban, not in the urban neighborhood.
Right. It's all about like if they catch you and they outnumber you. You see what I'm saying? So that right there lets me know that they know that we are the shit.
And that we're stronger. We are the strongest race.
Let's drink to that.
We are the strongest race in this world, in this entire world. We are the strongest race. We were made to be strong. And that's why they fuck with us like that. They hate us. They hate us because they know that. They know that shit. They know we are the strongest race. They know that. And that's why they hate us.
They beat us.
They want to beat us.
As far as like, I guess trying to convince us to hate ourselves. Stuff like that. They do that. They do
It's
that.
like that
They always have.
What's that movie? Get Out.
Yeah.
Where they was taking taking the brains and putting it in.
And they told you the truth.
Yeah, that movie right there showed how they wanted to beat us. That right there showed it. Like if. Yeah.
I didn't hear that part. That's
Yeah, they were literally taking out. They were basically kidnapping blacks.
Yep.
They were
They doing
kidnapping
real
blacks.
life. They doing real life.
And niggas was feeling good out in the burbs around the white. We always
I'm
want the
living
white
good.
sectors.
I'm living
You
good,
feel what
man.
I'm saying? Newsflash, nigga. There's black neighborhoods where it's mostly black people, and that shit clean. Motherfuckers be respectful. You see what I'm saying? It's not all of us. It's just way too many.
Of the fucked up ones.
Yeah.
That's why we need a whole new nation, territory with new laws. Fuck
I don't
that.
know, man. If they give me reparations, I might take my shit to the car.
I mean, but here's the thing, and I'm not knocking that idea, and I'm not saying,
we're gonna get that out of you, man.
but guess what? The white man done taking this fucking circus all over the world.
Yeah, I
You
know.
really think?
Yeah,
You
I
know
know.
it's African
At
niggas
least I
in
know
Ghana that ain't
more
gonna
of us
fuck
there.
with
You
you.
know what I'm saying?
It's niggas in Ghana that ain't gonna fuck with you.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just gonna be with the ones that do.
You know
No,
what?
I've been to Mexico. I can definitely do Mexico. Cause black is black. You see what I'm saying? Long as it ain't them, it's us. They outnumber us in this country. We outnumber them in the world. You see what I'm saying? We just gotta stop the dumb shit. The gangs gotta unite. That's the fucking army right there.
What's happening?
You see what I'm saying? And that's it. That's it. This whole shit, this fucking Barnum and Bailey shit that they've been on is coming to a fucking end. I'm not saying it's gonna happen tomorrow or in 2 days, but it's coming to an end. They're free. You know what I'm saying? What Martin say, the day of the Geechee is over, nigga.
Hey, who?
The day of the Geechee.
I'm a Geechee. Not yet.
Hey,
I'm a Geechee, Gullah Geechee from South Carolina, boy.
I thought you was from Northwood, nigga.
No, I'm a Gullah Geechee. Area down there. Yeah.
I'm saying,
there's a few Geechees walking around Baltimore that we kind of like, we off in Charleston, South Carolina.
Yeah, all up. Everybody,
My
everybody down
my
south.
grandfather's from
But
South
we was
Carolina.
just amongst the ones that didn't mix. We didn't intermingle with nobody. We was just our 100 people, and that's it. We stayed there for generations.
Yeah, my grandfather's from he said it was a very small town. He said it was called South Carolina. I'm like, what?
I never heard
South
of that.
Carolina.
Yeah,
Damn.
I'm like-
You didn't even have a
Never
name, have
heard
a town for it.
That was the town he was from, was South. I was like, I'm like, I don't know what he's talking about. You know, I don't.
But that racism down there though, like that
On
shit,
a whole nother level.
that shit live and direct. You know what I'm saying? So
Another
whenever we, you know, get to the end of the protest, of getting exactly what the fuck we want, need, and deserve, which is separation. God damn it, separation. And our own territory, own laws, own financial system, and bitch, you owe us 40 acres. I'm saying that on every fucking episode. Before we even sit down
40
at
acres
the
and a
table,
mule.
right? You already you in a hole for that, and not only that, Black Wall Street gotta be replaced.
Rosewood.
All of it. That gotta be replaced.
And all the criminalities that y'all didn't gave black folks, you know, I guess locking us up for all the like fucked up shit. You know what I'm saying? All the things after, I mean, that's been going on for generations after slavery and Jim Crow era. Y'all been doing this real foul ever since. You know what I'm saying? You know, getting less economic.
Everything. If we unite, it's over though. It's over.
It's
Everything pro-black, everybody pro-black gotta unite. Whatever differences or whatever like niggas gotta be above that. We have to use that strategy against them. They might not even like each other, but guess what? They will unite to oppress us.
Yeah.
So fuck that.
Down to the white trash.
We need to exactly.
Down to the white trash.
Exactly.
Yeah, you say, all right, fuck it, let's go ahead and
kill that nigger Billy.
Yeah, you got a better chance than they got, so let's go on over there.
Exactly. And we cannot settle for anything less than law everywhere, where you're not going to jail and fighting the body for defending yourself. Fuck that. We men with families to protect. So if you come at any man talking crazy, whatever, it should be the law that nigga should be able to deal with you like a grown ass man. And he shouldn't have to be missing generation of his kids and grandkids growing up when he defended his motherfucking bloodline. Like,
exactly.
You know, and they can defend themselves against us though. They can actually murder one of us and make it seem like, oh, I was afraid, and they good.
Yeah.
They good. But you see the result of that.
That's the cockiness that they have. They walk around with too. They walk around with that.
They display that. They're really scared. They're scared as shit because they used to read the Bible before they lynched niggas. If you read the Bible, you already know that we living in them days and times, and we are the chosen people of Israel.
Most definitely.
So what the fuck are we apologizing for that for?
Hey,
can't apologize for being at the top.
Not at all.
But they spin it. They spin it. Every time you pro-black, you racist. Every time you're not kissing their ass, accepting them as your master, you racist.
I mean, you point out something racist that they do, you're racist.
Exactly.
I'm like, damn. You know what I'm
And
saying?
that's what we do every goddamn episode on the Mad Fuckers podcast.
I know, right?
Let's
I know
drink
we-
to that. Let's drink to that. Fuck white.
We're supposed to be talking about hip hop. Yeah, a little bit
We-
more,
we
but
gonna
hey,
talk
this
about-
is hip hop.
I'm sorry.
Yes, it's fine.
I'm rambling on. Can we play the song that you featured on? Is it cool to play?
Sure.
They didn't know you sang.
So I'm actually before anything, I love music. I am a lover of music. I actually went to American Idol back in the day.
Oh shit.
Went to American Idol, and to piggyback off what we just were talking about real briefly, I went in there and I was supposed to sing a Brandy song to the white people, right? And when I went in there and I opened my mouth, another song came out. The song that came out was Billie Holiday, Strange Fruit, which is an anti-lynching song. I sung an anti-lynching song to 3 white judges, and they looked at me like I was fucking crazy. And that is what they was like, this girl is about to come on TV, and she about to cause a whole uproar. They probably thought I was too black. I came in there and I sung a song about black bodies swinging from poplar trees. And I felt like that's what God wanted me to go in there and sing. Because when I opened my mouth, that's what came out. I was like, what the fuck? This ain't what I was rehearsing for 48 hours laying on the floor in line,
Well,
you know?
The Lord's gonna have his way.
And it just came out. But they did tell me, they said, you have a beautiful voice, but we're looking for someone exactly like Fantasia. That's exactly what they told me in my face.
So you wasn't like Fantasia because of what you sung, or just the style of singing? I mean, I guess they can make up anything.
I don't know.
This dead shit.
I guess they had to code it in a way where it didn't seem like they were being racist.
Right.
But they were really looking at me like, I know the fuck. I'm in there like black
Isn't it
bodies
amazing how you-
swinging
I can't
on the
believe that
side
nigger
of
came
the
to me.
trees. And they really was looking at me, and I sung it with all my heart. I sung that song with all
You
of
made
my
them
heart.
uncomfortable. You made them really uncomfortable.
I know that I did. I felt uncomfortable singing this shit to them. Like, I really did, and I'm like, well, shit. at
Sorry,
least
white
I went
people,
in
she
there.
made you uncomfortable.
Only racist white. No, we're not apologizing to you.
Only the racist.
All you
the
other
racist
motherfuckers, yeah.
But
white people that's cool, that's with equality. real equality.
Most
Not the
definitely.
Wayne Bookie shit.
I know a lot
We
of
have no problem with
I know
you.
quite a few. They good.
I do. I know a few. So as you know, as time went on, you know, I never gave up on music. I'll always be with music at heart. I'll always be with music at heart.
Makes you feel good, don't
It
you?
really
Say?
does. It makes me feel really good. When I
Very
get
therapeutic.
when I get in the booth, it only got to be a booth. When I get behind a mic, I done sung in basements with a fucking mic with a fucking wire hanger from the damn cleaners with a somebody grabbed my pantyhose wrapped around it.
I'm really loving what you do.
And you know, just doing that, it makes me feel good. Like I get a rush. Like I really get a rush when I'm in the booth, when I'm behind a mic, I get a rush.
And on that note, we're gonna go into this song. What's the name of the song?
It's called I Promise, and it's Ferrari Fred featuring me.
Yeah. With that.
In the middle of the night, what I think of is looking in your eyes, while we make love, and I'ma get it right for my baby, cause we gon' live a life that I dreamed of, and we gon' live a life that I dreamed of. We gon' live a life that I dreamed of. She not just somebody I love, but she's somebody I trust, yeah. I ain't thinking about me no more, I'm thinking about us, yeah. His and her Benzes, yeah. Cartier lenses, yeah. It get expensive, yeah. But did I mention that I work my fingers to the bone just to make sure you got a happy home? You're my Aphrodite in the physical. When I think of you, I think of beautiful. So the wedding's gonna be traditional. Get the Karen to get married, cause you're worth it. Yeah, not just the one I can talk to, you the one that I can tell the truth to. When you telling me that you ain't mad at me, girl, I know you lying cause I know you, and you understand what I'm going through. This a different feeling, this ain't normal. I do anything to put it on you, and to put my last name up on you, yeah. I promise to be honest and to cherish you, cause you're worth it, yeah. I promise to be honest and to cherish you, cause you're worth it, yeah. Middle of the night, what I think of is looking in your eyes, while we make love, and I'ma get it right for my baby, cause we gon' live a life that I dreamed of, say that I dreamed of. We gon' live a life that I dreamed of.
He's not just somebody I love, but he's somebody I trust. I ain't thinking about me no more, I'm thinking about us. Riding around his and her town, getting a house and having his child. I work my fingers to the bone just to show him that I'm not the typical, that I'm here for him and he's not alone. Make sure he always has a happy home. Get the courage to get married, cause he's worth it. Yes, he's worth it. I promise to be honest and to cherish you, cause you're worth it. Yes, you're worth it. Yes, you're worth it. Yes, you're worth it.
Middle of the night, what I think of is looking in your eyes, while we make love, and I'ma get it right for my baby, cause we gon' live a life that I dreamed of, say we gon' live a life that I dreamed of. We gon' live a life that I dreamed of.
once Illmatic came out, he was rapping, and it was tough. And then we just put our talent together, and then that's where LMS came from. But shout out to Blacks Jinx, Hostile Entertainment. Definitely shout out to TH, big homie. Yeah, that's where the LMS came from. I would say when I really was like, yo,
I try to tell people that all the time, man. You have to be, you gotta support people being an individual. Because it's like everybody's the same. We got a whole bunch of drug dealers. We got a whole bunch of basketball players. We got a whole bunch of athletes all together. Now, what about the people that could do other things like build and the smart, like with computers? They might be a little bit different from you. They might be a little nerdy. They might be a little just on a different brain wavelength as you. So you just gotta kind of like step back and say you gotta utilize every weapon that's a part of your people. You know what I'm saying? You can't just have just one thing. I don't want everybody in my team to be exactly the same. We need a producer, we need a rapper, we need an engineer, we need the the guy that does these things to help us, you know what I'm saying, build it. Like people don't really people see that you're different, they just kinda like shun you a little bit.
They do.
Weird.
They shun you a lot.
That's dumb motherfuckers. Because wise motherfuckers know that even our creation, you know what I'm saying? Like we was made out of love. Like we made to work together. You know what I mean? All of that other and like even over the city, I just feel like it's like a negative, not with everybody, but just with way too many of us. It's just like a negative energy. You know what I'm saying? That shit is really like a cloud.
Like a black cloud, literally.
Yeah.
It's sad.
Yeah, support, man. Your people, you know what I'm saying? Whatever adventures that they're doing, if you see that it's a positive thing and they're going the right way, hey man, a couple dollars won't hurt.
Yeah.
I mean, you can go out, like I said, you can go out and buy a blunt, you can go out and buy drinks, supporting whoever made this, you know what I'm saying? Why can't you go ahead? Yeah, we're back after minor complications, yeah. You know what I'm saying, but we here,
So let's talk about the business. Like with the bartending, if they need you to be there, what has to be done?
So, you guys, you can actually, I don't know if you on social media, on Instagram, my page for my bartending is LSBA Bartending. I'll say that again, LSBA Bartending. That is my Instagram name. But of course you can also reach me through my personal page is Lady of Rage, and that's RAIGE. Shouts out to Lady of Rage. I ain't trying to say your name, sis, but
that's
you
my
the
home
truth.
girl too.
You
know
the
her?
truth.
You know her?
I don't.
I met her a couple times. I met her when she came here back in 2008, and I ain't gonna lie, I had me a little crush. You know what I'm saying?
She the truth.
She's cool. She cool as shit. I mean, I thought she was really down to earth, and told her my name, and saw her like 2 hours later. She remembered my name. I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, she's the truth. Like and that's, so I got my Instagram name.
I follow her on Instagram too.
Yeah. I love her. She's really dope down to earth.
Wasn't it Robin? Something like that in real life?
I think that's her name.
Something
with
like that. Yeah. Farmville, Virginia. Shout out. That's where she from.
Really?
Yeah. I'm straight from Farmville, VA. So what's that you? Yeah. Shout out to Lady Rage, but
shout out.
With my how to book me, you can email me. You can email me at lsbabartending@gmail.com for any inquiries. I travel. Okay, you may have to pay for it, but I travel. I'll travel around the country if you need a bartender.
It's worth the money.
Yeah,
definitely.
The drink is the shit.
I am a certified bartender and mixologist. Shout out to Charm City Bar Academy for teaching me so well. My instructor and the co-owner of the business, his name is Marcus.
He's a good dude.
He,
Great
I tell you,
dude.
he really taught me well, and I love it. You know, I had a wedding yesterday, as well as a 30th birthday party. Didn't mean to double book, but it is what it is, and I made that shit happen. I made it happen. You know, so, you know, reach out to me. You can also call me at 443-571-5232. You can reach out. Again, serious inquiries only. If you have any questions, I am always open to answer whatever questions you have about any bookings, about any drinks.
Singing too.
I sing as well. Like, you know, I'm
heard them joints, man.
Funeral singer, wedding singer. I have studio experience. I am just
stage experience,
all day.
Live experience. Yeah, man.
You know,
nice
you need that. I'm here. I'm your girl. It's like I said back a little while ago. I'm a Jane of all trades. So you know, holla at your girl.
There you go, yo. All right, we'll do that.
Let's play the Boogaroni joint.
I was like, which joint is that?
I'm fucking around with shit. Like, this is a childhood friend of my wife. You know what I'm saying? So we got a song for the album on the album for the ladies. You know what I mean? So let's get into that. It's
yeah, baby, yeah, baby, yeah, baby, yeah, baby. For everything you done for me, I gotta keep you by my side, baby. Not the first, but you're my last, and it's only one thing I ask. Just give me your love. For everything you done for me, I gotta keep you by my side, baby. Not the first, but you're my last, and it's only one thing I ask. Just give me your love.
Give me your love, you give me your buzz. Breath of fresh air, that other girl will stick in the mud. With thicker than blood, that like a square to pick on the thug. Never happening like juveniles that get in the club. You're that girl I used to brag about that nobody has ever met. About an hour away on a 757 jet. Never sweat when I with you while scrolling through a menu. At the restaurant, nothing that they do offend you. Do me like you meant to, no ulterior motives. Sex appeal, extra real, go head on your shoulders. Silly when you with me, laughing at all of my corny jokes. On occasion, PDA, stunting on them folks. I fuck with your approach, the one that sold my royal oats. Patrick Swayze's dirty dance with you before I'm ghost. Toast to the most eligible for Reginald. Let's do this non-stop when you on schedule.
For everything you done for me, I gotta keep you by my side, baby. Not the first, but you're my last, and it's only one thing I ask. Just give me your love. For everything you done for me, I gotta keep you by my side, baby. Not the first, but you're my last, and it's only one thing I ask. Just give me your love. My lady lighten up the room when she walk in. 5'8" fatty cake with pretty dark skin. Undivided attention given when you talkin'. I'm there for you anytime that you call in. All of the years and the kids that we raising, happily on a married Jan. This is amazing. A wise man stops searching when he find what he need. Every night I'm coming home, that's where I love to be. Truth spoken from your eyes when you in front of me. I'm trying to make it just to see you blow 100 G's. Love is energy in your spirit and it's something free. My mission is giving you everything you want and need. I'm just saying thanks for everything you did, babe. The Lord blessed me when he made you from my rib cage. No replacement, we passed engagement. Thank God we made it, it's you I'ma stay with. For everything you done for me, I gotta keep you by my side, baby. Not the first, but you're my last, and it's only one thing I ask. Just give me your love. For everything you done for me, I gotta keep you by my side, baby. Not the first, but you're my last, and it's only one thing I ask. Just give me your love. Yeah, baby, yeah, baby, yeah.